Isn't this just wonderful? Hi everyone, this is Julia. Thank you so much for joining me today. I received the most wonderful happy mail from a viewer. She does this incredible textile art. She's a textile artist, and she just does the most wonderful job with these collages. There's layers upon layers of just really cool stitching, a lot of fraying type fabrics, and they're unbelievably cool. She did send me this particular piece, and I wanted to share this edging with you. It's a really neat way to finish off an art quilt. I used to do this also on some little fabric pendants that I made using this same technique. Isn't it interesting how you do something and then years go by and you see it again and you go, oh yeah, I used to do that, or that stirs a memory that I have with something I used to make. And so anyway, I wanted to share just this yumminess. I'm going to put her Instagram down below. Go check her out. She's just got some really incredible methods and techniques that she uses. And also she has an Etsy store that I'll link down below as well. But, oh yeah, this is just, look at this. It's just, I mean, it's just so hard to even see it on camera, all the layers and all the detail that goes into it. She does use some metallic threads, just little pieces of netting and laces. There's also a little pack. This is just so sweet. This little pack of pieces. There's actually, I believe, 5 of them in here. There's 4 of them relatively the same shape. And today's project, I'm going to share what I'm going to make out of these, and I'm going to also use this edging on this particular project, so you can see how that works. So I hope you enjoy this. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started. I'm taking out the pieces that I'm going to be adding to my little mini quilt. I decided to put this on a little fabric pendant for in a later project. I'm going to be using these 4 bigger ones, but I wanted to share, this has got, each one of these has a gold metallic something in the center. I'm not exactly certain what it is, but it really ties all 4 of those pieces together. I'm going to be putting them on this Osnaburg cloth. This is an 8x10. I have the batting and the backing cut the same at an 8x10. I'm just making a sandwich with the top and the batting. And this is the cord that I'm going to be using for the edging. I've had this in my stash for a very long time. It's a satin cording. Sometimes it's called a rat tail. This is a variegated color, and it's a 2mm. I also want to use this piece of cheesecloth that I have dyed with coffee. I'm going to put that in the center and to ground all these and tie them all together. Just going to lay these out how I want them. Be stitching around these, and I'm going to use free motion stitching. I don't show that, but you can certainly, and it's something like this, just use a straight stitch as well. Just going to pin these into place before I take them to my sewing machine. And here's what it looks like, and you can see the quilting on the back. I'm just going to add the backing now. Doing a little haircut here, just to get some of the fringing off. I want to make sure that everything is even on all my sides. I'm just going to go through and just do some cutting here with my rotary cutter. and then pinning all the way around. I am going to take this to my sewing machine with cream colored thread and just edge stitch or straight stitch really close to the edge. I love this piece, and I do have an idea in mind for that art piece there that will be in another project soon. I'll add it to a video real soon here. I'm going to add this cording now, and I'm going to show you how I do this. I am going to start it in the middle of the bottom, and I'm at my sewing machine, and I'm going to be zigzagging this, laying this cording right off the edge, and my zigzag is going to be going off the edge as well. I do have my zigzag set at the width of 4 and the stitch and length at 2.5. I do have same color top and bottom thread. My bobbin is, I use the same color, and it's a pink color to match that cording. When I get to my corners, just have my needle positioned down, pivoting, and again just laying that cord right on the edge. I'm almost to the end now, the middle of that bottom. I'm just going to cut my cord to meet the beginning. I'm going to do a little back stitch here and then cut my other cord. I do take this again all the way around with a zigzag, so I do go all the way around it twice. And here's what it looks like. It just makes a really nice edge finish. You're still going to have some fraying, but it does add a real nice edging. I found this piece of vintage lace that I want to add to the bottom of this. This whole piece has a bohemian vibe to it, and I really love it. I just thought that lace is going to add that feel to it. And stitch that into place, and here's what it looks like. I want to add a hanger. I'm just using a BullDog clip, just clipping it on that cardboard so it's easier to hold when I'm painting. I'm using a Waverly chalk paint in white, but you can use a matte paint of an acrylic paint. Just using a makeup brush, and I'm just dabbing that paint on. I do go over this 3 different coats just to get a pretty good coverage on it. This is a really easy way to hang a little mini quilt like this. I'm adding this is a wax finish that you can add to chalk paint, but even like a runny brown, or this is optional. I just wanted to just have it a little bit more of a distressed look to it. So I'm just adding this brown wax on it. Adding it and then taking it off. I found a little metal button that matched those gold circles that she has on these pieces. Took the foot off of it so it lays flatter, and then just taking my E6000 fabric glue and just getting those glued on just to give it a little embellishment on that clip. And here's what it looks like. I just love it. It's just so colorful. Thanks so much, everybody. I did add some pictures at the end so you can see some of the details on this. I hope you check out her Instagram and her Etsy store. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy creating. Bye for now.